of chatter, when there's a lot of emotion, when there's fist pumping out there, things really start to roll for these Cats.
They play much better, and it's interesting to hear that come from Darius Miller, because he's the one player that a lot of times fans would like to see more emotion from. They feel like he's just kind of nonchalant sometimes and would disappear during the course of the game.
Anthony Davis bangs his head on the floor going for that loose ball. Davis very slow getting up, still down on the floor. Kid Gilchrist also went down, but looked like Davis banged his head, and I believe on the floor, somewhere in there. Let's see if we can.
He's right there.
White's knee.
Malcolm White's knee. These players battling for the basketball, and Anthony Davis, as he falls, the back of his head collides with Malcolm's left knee. It looks like maybe a little whiplash too. Looks like he's kind of holding his. You hate to jump to conclusions, but he's kind of holding his back of his neck, so not just where the contact was on his head. Even the right shoulder. Take a look there. Look at the right shoulder. Maybe here's the contact. Just an awkward fall.
If and when we get any update on Anthony Davis, we will pass it along to you immediately. So that's the outstanding freshman, Anthony Davis, who's averaging a double-double in SEC play, 98 block shots on the season. And he is going to take a seat at the end of the Kentucky bench.
Another outstanding play.
The steal, and then he is fouled hard. That's an intentional, what's now called a flagrant one.
John Calipari was out on the floor immediately. Didn't like the fact that one of his star players was taken down.
So Davis, for the second time today, down on the floor, and gets a helping hand from John Calipari, getting him back to his feet. So
you see quick hands coming up with a steal, and clearly Malcolm White from behind.
Oh.
The bad part too was the fact he landed flat on his back. Not just that contusion on the shoulder that was already hurting.
What used to be called the intentional, it's a flagrant one, but either way, the rough foul sends us to an official timeout.
A chance to perform and playing very well for the Tigers.
And he was, as you'd want from a freshman point guard, he was the first on the court and the last to leave today. Anthony Davis gets another follow dunk, but takes another pop. This one an inadvertent hand from Storm Warren as Davis was going up. No whistle. Officials missed it. Davis, who had only one made shot on Tuesday night in the win at Georgia, now 16 points on 6 of 6 shooting for Kentucky. Stringer answers with a 2.
Andre Stringer.
And Davis wincing again. It's been a bruising afternoon in Baton Rouge for Anthony Davis.
This is an interesting time of play in conference season, because through the end of next week, I think we're going to start to see some separation, or some teams really starting to bobble together. Right now, it's so early, they haven't really separated, but I think with the way the schedule's set up, we could see some separation next few weeks.
Anthony Davis going to need an ice pack at the end of this one. Takes one more pop on a follow dunk. Kentucky by 22.